Lesson 96. Salvation comes from my one self. Although you are one self, you experience yourself as two, as both good and evil, loving and hating, mind and body. This sense of being split into opposites induces feelings of acute and constant conflict, and leads to frantic attempts to reconcile the contradictory aspects of this self-perception. You have sought many such solutions, and none of them has worked. The opposites you see in you will never be compatible, but one exists. The fact that truth and illusion cannot be reconciled, no matter how you try, what means you use and where you see the problem, must be accepted if you would be saved. Until you have accepted this, you will attempt an endless list of goals you cannot reach, a senseless series of expenditures of time and effort. Hopefulness and doubt, each one as futile as the one before and failing as the next one, surely will. Problems that have no meaning cannot be resolved within the framework they are set. Two selves in conflict could not be resolved, and good and evil have no meeting place. The self you made can never be your higher self, nor can your higher self be split in two, and still be what it is and must forever be. A mind and body cannot both exist. Make no attempt to reconcile the two, for one denies the other can be real. If you are physical, your mind is gone from your self-concept, for it has no place in which it could be really part of you. If you are spirit, then the body must be meaningless to your reality. Spirit makes use of mind as means to find its highest self-expression, and the mind which serves the spirit is at peace and filled with joy. Its power comes from spirit and is fulfilling happily its function here. Yet mind can also see itself divorced from spirit and perceive itself within a body it confuses with itself. Without its function, then it has no peace, and happiness is alien to its thoughts. Yet mind apart from spirit cannot think. It has denied its source of strength and sees itself as helpless, limited, and weak. Dissociated from its function now, it thinks it's alone and separate, attacked by armies, massed against itself and hiding in the body's frail support. Now must it reconcile unlike with like, for this is what it thinks that it is for. Waste no more time on this. Who can resolve the senseless conflicts which a dream presents? What could the resolution mean in truth? What purpose could it serve? What is it for? Salvation cannot make illusions real, nor solve a problem that does not exist. Perhaps you hope it can. Yet would you have God's plan for the release of his dear Son bring pain to him and fail to set him free? Your highest self retains its thoughts, and they remain within your mind and in the mind of God. The Holy Spirit holds salvation in your mind and offers it the way to peace. Salvation is a thought you share with God, because his voice accepted it for you and answered in your name that it was done. Thus is salvation kept among the thoughts your highest self holds dear and cherishes for you. We will attempt today to find this thought, whose presence in your mind is guaranteed by him who speaks to you from your one highest self. Our hourly 5-minute practicing will be a search for him within your mind. Salvation comes from this one self through him who is the bridge between your mind and it. Wait patiently and let him speak to you about your highest self and what your mind can do, restored to it and free to serve its will. Begin with saying this: salvation comes from my one self. Its thoughts are mine to use. Then seek its thoughts and claim them as your own. These are your own real thoughts you have denied, and let your mind go wandering in a world of dreams to find illusions in their place. Here are your thoughts, the only ones you have. Salvation is among them. Find it there. If you succeed, the thoughts that come to you will tell you you are saved and that your mind has found the function that it sought to lose. Your higher self will welcome it and give it peace. Restored in strength, it will again flow out from spirit to the spirit in all things, created by the spirit as itself. Your mind will bless all things. Confusion done. You are restored, for you have found your highest self. Your higher self knows that you cannot fail today. Perhaps your mind remains uncertain yet a little while. Be not dismayed by this. The joy your higher self experiences, it will save for you, and it will yet be yours in full awareness. Every time you spend 5 minutes of the hour seeking him who joins your mind and highest self, you offer him another treasure to be kept for you. Each time today you tell your frantic mind salvation comes from your one self, you lay another treasure in your growing store, and all of it is given everyone who asks for it and will accept the gift. Think then how much is given unto you to give this day, that it be given to you. Salvation comes from my one self. Okay, remember we've talked about you think you have many different problems, but you really only have one, and that is your sense of separation from God. That is forgetting who you truly are, forgetting that God created you perfect and whole and complete, that you are one with yourself, one with God. You cannot leave your source. An idea cannot leave its source. You are at home, at rest, perfectly protected and safe and secure and loved and held and at peace in the arms and mind of God. But you are dreaming a dream, an illusion, an experience of separation, and that is what this world is. Within the world, you can remember the truth about you, that you are safe at home in the arms and mind of God. You cannot leave that place, that this is a dream. We know what the game is, then you can know how to play the game as a miracle worker. So as the opening lines of this lesson say, although you're one self, although you're at home, at rest in the arms of God, in the mind of God, you are experiencing separation. And perception, the split mind, is a product of that belief of separation, the detour into fear. We're in the detour into fear. And so it is as if we have opposites, and we have to understand what is real and what is unreal, because in the world we are going to experience the dichotomy, the loving and the hateful and the fearful and the peaceful and the chaotic and the calm and this and that. This is the world of opposites, and the world will present to you that there can be both at the same time, and that there can be more power within the negative aspects of that. But you are a miracle worker when you reclaim the power, the gift of that fact, the ultimate gift, that you are as God created you, that you are one self united with your Creator, that salvation comes from your one self, that peace and love and joy abide in you because God put them there, and what He places, what He creates can only be loving and perfect and eternal. It cannot be changed or altered in any way. You realize that that is the correction of your perception. That is the solution to the one problem, that you were ever separate, that could be anything else than what God created you to be, powerless, limited instead of limitless, and that you are separated, that you're not your highest self, that you're not one self united with God, that you have all of the attributes of God within you because of that, that you can call forth and use within the illusion to bring God into it, to bring light into it, to bring understanding into it, to bring solutions, holiness, and wisdom and love into the dream. That's your job. That's your function. That's your power. That is who you are as a miracle worker. That is salvation. Your perception has been corrected. That is the solution to the one problem. You know who you are, you know why you're here, and you're getting about your Father's business. You are creating, you are thinking with love, you are co-creating with God, and you are happy. Spirit can then work alongside you. The bridge between where you are within the dream and where you are at rest at home in the mind and arms of God. It says Spirit makes use of this. The mind that serves Spirit is at peace and filled with joy. You are performing your function, you are creating, you're extending love, you're expressing love, you're working miracles. It's the only way to be happy. And you are at peace, you are content, you're participating, you are doing what you were created to do, and you are saved as a result from anything that would convince you otherwise. His gift is who you are. His gift is that He created you, that you are His son. His gift is the remembrance of that. It says salvation is a thought that is placed in your mind that has always been there, because there is nothing to really be saved from if that is who you actually are. But within the dream world experience of separation, we forget. And as one of our last lessons says, do not forget today. Be vigilant. Salvation is there. We reach for that thought whenever we need to remember. We reach for that thought. And that, I love this part, that every time you spend 5 minutes, there's another treasure in store for you. Every time you spend 5 minutes, he gives back to you 1,000-fold. There are many places within the workbook where it talks about the exponential giving of the gift that you claim that's always there back to you. I know 5 minutes every hour can seem like a lot, but as is said in a couple of lessons prior, just try. Just try. Just when you forget to do it, the next time it comes around and you remember to do it, do it. It's kind of like medicine. They say if you skip a dose, when you remember, take the dose. And don't just, wait until tomorrow and think, well, I've messed up today, so I didn't do it perfectly, so I'm not going to take my antibiotic or whatever. Then you don't have anything within your system to fortify and heal you. These lessons, these exercises, these words are medicine. It is the healing. It is your salvation. So when you remember, do it. It is amplifying. It is getting in there. It is working behind the scenes on your thinking. It is the invitation to God to step in and start the healing. Just like we have faith that we take that antibiotic, within a few days we're going to start to feel better because it's working on us. Have the same kind of faith in these lessons. When you give 5 minutes, know that it's working. Know that you're going to be given opportunities. Know that you're going to be comforted. Know that you're going to be guided and directed. Know that you are retraining your mind. This is what the course workbook is for. You are retraining your mind to think with God, to think with love, instead of that which has sabotaged your higher self, that which has distracted you, that which is hurting you, the sickness within your mind that you are who you are not. That is the only thing to be saved and healed from. This is your daily dose of truth and love. It is working. Take those 5 minutes. You don't have to get it perfect. You just have to try. I'll see you tomorrow.